play that appears to be an A site purely through dish push. What was that shot?
See ya. Goodbye. Have fun. And now they're going to go for this same execution once again. Oh, Vova's gone as well. It's only 1 bullet at a time for the guys over on Vitality. Hoodie, again, this has happened so many times. He's like, right, Hoodie, survive as long as you can. And this time they're actually going to fall back off of it. Now, they do have a much longer rotation. So the fact that this has been read by G2, they'll have players in.
Leaps and jumps there, but Hoodie on the way back to the A site at least catches the one. But look at this. They're double set up. They're holding this together, and the worst part is it's the pistol that's far away. Oh, no, I'm spraying the box.
Oh,
but Sender's being caught. He's not going to be able to catch them off guard, and now Vitality are actually on the back foot. A hero is needed, and it's all left onto Shadow. All three players barreling towards the site, and Nukia doesn't even need a teammate to trade. He will take him down clean to put 3 on the board for G2.
That was really well communicated by G2.
He's here just to drop. I mean, there's no way he wins this. You'd almost instantly be calling a save, but Nukia, well, he's a different man altogether. He'll drop down and take the first. His health's about to reset on back up. He's avoiding the fight for now. The res punish, a weapon retreat.
What?
Nukia goes nuclear, and G2 take a 4th.
Right, I'm done for the season, lads. We're not getting anything better than that. No way. No way!
Oh, they've already called a pause. Actually, they can't. They got to go straight into it. Oh, that's 6-4. Vitality looked so well and truly in control of this series. Of this map, sorry. And now, I'm almost on the G2 train. Here's a flash to play in from G2 that gets a double opening. Salt in the wounds of Vitality as they struggle to get any progress on this map.
And now puts it into that 1 versus 1. Now the Gravwell's going to be there in an attempt to just pull him straight off of that spike, and that's exactly what Brams expects. Now he can actually just start defusing, and this is where Avova actually has to move, and Brams is expecting it forward, and he's going to clutch it out once again. Vitality, we've spoken about how close so many of these rounds have been, but they do seem to come out on top more often than not.
This game is delivering exactly as we'd hoped it would. The individual round, if I've ever seen one, and Vitality are going to be feeling that pressure. They managed to deliver on Fracture even despite that. Whoopsie daisies. Cat is in a little bit of trouble here, taking off the angle. Sander's kind of left out alone, but he'll mow them down and get out alive. That is ridiculous. Vitality will play retake, but they've got a 5v3, so they're really carrying the team through some of these fights. Vitality currently at 8-5, but it's looking likely G2 steps out a little wider. Brams might be able to see him, and now that he knows, well, it might not matter. Oh, what was that?
Okay, let's move swiftly on. Oh, it got a little bit dangerous there. We'll just forget that slip away, because that's what we're looking at here. They started so strong. They had a clear plan on their A-site execution, and a few rounds slipping away from them, and G2 are right back in it.
Well, here they go, rushing on in towards this A-site, coming out a drop, but little do they know, G2 have got a lot of players to worry about inside of A main. They've left the spike behind. They're running in through the connector. I mean, this is a confusing pistol if ever I've seen one. G2 and pistols. Sender has just cut this and completely stopped the push. Meadow is left alone. He's about to be destroyed. Oh my god, the whole team comes here. It's such a powerful piece of utility used in so many different ways, but for now, you can only hope it's going to be used to rotate back because these players are starting to push into the A site. G2 now with a man disadvantage. The round that they need to win to take this across the line. That's very poorly timed, and Shadow will be punished. We've now started to rotate around. You're going to have Shadow here ready to pop out a little bit of breach utility. Get these players a bit of extra support as the push comes through. In fact, Meadow and Nukia are toying with the idea of peeking into Arcade. It would be a big risk to take. Now there's players confirmed to be here, and Nukia mows them down. Shadow and Kata are gone. This split is cut in half, and there's just one way for them to push. Vitality are red like a buck from this point forward, and G2 should be able to close out easily.
They want to try and keep this one nice and clean, and that's exactly what they'll do. Good setup, shots connected as well. I think just Nuki having those sort of high-impact rounds, which We know he'll have on any agent. That set up an A main after plant, maybe trying to bait in some of the players from peeking of over, though. He's brought it back into a 1v1, made it look possible, and he's going to land the headshot as well. I will say, this is not exactly what you want facing off against a bonus, but at least they're going to take the round, Mitch, because this, again, drops it down to just one man, Brams to clutch.
I mean, I thought I was joking when I said the OT, but apparently it was a real thing. Down to a 1 versus 2. Both players super low on HP. Brams can definitely take this across the line. That smoke, if anything, might actually hurt them. No, it's actually perfect. Even a pull on the other side to try and catch Brams off. He walks into a crossfire. The first is found. It's down to the 1v1. Hoodie wasn't able to drop him, and he'll get it. Brams.
Oh, there's only one thing
God.
I can say to that.
This guy's a beast.
Here I call this a success, and it's not going to happen. Left completely blind. He does give some room to Hoodie, but it's 1v1s, and this time, well, it's not going to work out. A repeat coming in from Avova, hoping to try and make some space as Nuke uses the ultimate, the Hunter's Fury, to try and clear them out from planting. But again, it's just one player.
Defuse it at least a halfway now. There's no other choice. The time is getting way too low. The spams to try and stop that defuse. And back ends up with a double. It's almost defused, but Sender steps in to save the day. 3-1 for Vitality. And a slow retake by G2. And the clock ultimately punishes them.
Well, sort of. The thing is, like, Vac gets a double kill through the smoke. So it's kind of like, yeah, like, they got punished because they were running